Hey everybody, I am currently in Los Angeles. I'm about to fly back to New York. So the first thing I want to say, if you have any story ideas, anywhere you think I should go, comment below, send me a message, send me a tweet, because I'm looking for the next big story to tackle. I was talking about going to France for the French elections, but it's a political story that's going to mostly end up on TV with pundits talking about election results, so I definitely am interested in going. So we'll see, but comment, let me know what you think. For now, I've just got a quick one for you. I want to talk a little bit about Wikileaks. Just over a week ago, CIA Director Mike Pompeo said that Wikileaks was a non-state hostile intelligence service. And now we're hearing that the US is considering possible charges against members of Wikileaks. Charges including conspiracy, theft of government property, and violating the Espionage Act. Now, Barack Obama had considered bringing charges against members of Wikileaks as well, but ultimately decided against it because he felt it would be akin to prosecuting journalists for publishing classified information. So the big question is, what is the difference between Wikileaks and, say, the Washington Post or the New York Times? Wikileaks says that their mission is to publish documents of political or historical importance that are censored or otherwise suppressed. They say they specialize in strategic global publishing and large archives. In an op-ed for the Washington Post, Julian Assange said that their motive was identical to that claimed by New York Times and the Post, to publish newsworthy content. And if you look at what Wikileaks is, it is a secure Dropbox where sources can send information, then Wikileaks will go through it to verify authenticity, redact information that may put people at harm, and then publish those documents. Many news publications, in fact most of them, do the exact same thing. I guess the only real difference is that Wikileaks is hyper-focused on political and historical content, and many news organizations will also report on pop culture and other general interest stories. So look, if Wikileaks or Julian Assange did conspire to get information and then publish it, there's a line that can be drawn. But it is a challenge to accuse a publisher or a journalist of espionage or conspiracy simply because they are publishing this information. A dangerous example is in 2013 when James Rosen of Fox News was being monitored as a possible co-conspirator because he received information and published it. What people were saying was that if a journalist works with the source and requests specific information, they are conspiring to publish and gain access to classified information. So what people generally concluded was that journalists are safe so long as the sources come to them, give them information without prompt. Now, what makes this more interesting is that Donald Trump had been singing the praises of WikiLeaks all throughout his campaign, going so far as to say, "I love WikiLeaks."
WikiLeaks! I love WikiLeaks!
But when it came to the recent publications, the Vault 7 publications by WikiLeaks, where they revealed a trove of CIA information, Trump said, "In one case, you're talking about highly classified information. In the other case, you're talking about John Podesta saying bad things about the boss." Mike Pompeo went so far as to say that WikiLeaks is abetted by the Russians, and many people have accused WikiLeaks of either working for the Russians or being a useful idiot used by the Russians to smear or manipulate the United States. So let me say this. Look, WikiLeaks takes information and they publish it. Can someone use that? Of course. Russia very well may be able to take large documents to hack information and then send them to WikiLeaks, and WikiLeaks will likely publish it. But anyone can do this with any news organization. So to me, it's a bit disingenuous when people are acting like WikiLeaks is working with the Russians when anybody who wants certain information published could hack, get the information, and then give it to any news publication. Take, for instance, the NSA revelations. Edward Snowden didn't give the documents to WikiLeaks. He gave them to Glenn Greenwald and Laura Poitras. They shared them with many large news organizations, and most of them just wrote stories and revealed this information. To me, it doesn't matter if it goes to WikiLeaks or anyone else. If it's spread around enough, or if it goes to an organization like WikiLeaks, people are going to find out about it. So it's particularly interesting that the US is targeting WikiLeaks specifically. This kind of action is really dangerous. Sources need to know that they can trust the journalists they're providing information to without fear of harm. Otherwise, sources aren't going to want to come out and blow the whistle on dangerous or illegal programs. Journalists need to be sure that they have protections. The government isn't going to charge them as a co-conspirator simply because someone provided them with information. We are looking at fine lines. It's not black and white, and really, it's kind of an opinion as to where we draw that line. WikiLeaks Julian Assange, yeah, it may be a useful idiot. It may be used by people, but it's just an organization that publishes information. Any journalist could do the same. And in my opinion, with or without WikiLeaks, we're going to see the same things happening from anywhere. People trust WikiLeaks, and that's important. Many organizations have popped up to do similar things to WikiLeaks, and people don't have the same kind of trust that they do in Julian Assange and the other activists and volunteers at WikiLeaks. That may be why there is an interest in taking them down. Trust. But again, the reality is, with or without WikiLeaks, news will be published. The NSA revelations, published. It's going to happen. Let me know what you think, though. What do you think about Julian Assange? What do you think about WikiLeaks? Is it a good thing, what they do? Are they a publisher like the New York Times or the Washington Post? Seriously, what's the difference? Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click the like button. It really does help the channel. Comment below and let me know what you think, and subscribe for more videos like this. If you like my work, please consider going to patreon.com and becoming a patron and making a small monthly donation. If that's not something you can do, just consider sharing the video and letting people know about my work. I don't have the means to do a large advertising campaign, but so long as people are giving or sharing and watching, I can continue to produce news, go on the ground, and report every single day. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned, new video tomorrow, and I'll see you all then.